Before this video starts, I just want to say I'm sorry it took so long to come out, but I do think it was worth it. This is one of my best videos. Also, if you do enjoy, smash like that subscribe like button, because when your channel's as small as mine, a little support goes a long way. Have you ever been playing vanilla Terraria and been like, man, I really wish this was 28 times as hard? Well, I have. And that's why I went into Fargo's mutant mod and made it so every boss and enemy has double the amount of health and does double the amount of damage. And then I played Infernum. How enticing. To add a little bit of seasoning to this Infernum chicken sandwich, I made it so I'm not allowed to have any warding or defensive reforges. I'm also allowed no Rod of Discord because, and I'll be sticking to the Ranger class. We instantly load in and smash our skull into that Infernum button. Then we head over into the Fargo's mutant config to make sure all of our foes are double health and do double damage. How fun. How silly. Insert one slur joke while I chop down trees. Oh my, the movement speed is just so techy. Oh, it's just not vanilla and it's so great. Yeah, this video was filmed after my vanilla playthrough. That just shows how long it took to edit. Anyway, Thunderground Desert time. I'm only in the Thunderground Desert because I have lack of caves syndrome. Okay, I'm never making a large world again. I say this every single time I make a large world. Where are my caves? I just don't have caves. Eventually I just give up and make a new world because the Thunderground Desert is like prime Tilted Towers. Okay, attempt 2. A cave. Wow, I didn't think it was that hard. This world's already going so much better because we find a life crystal and death. 160 damage. I'm a frail little man. Flare gun, how fitting. In the pursuit of more game progression, it decides to throw a wall of vultures in my way. 3? What do you want from me, game? With the power of Calamity movement. Eventually we wander into the Thunderground jungle, and we have a little idea in that brain of ours. Ooh, if I could get a boomstick, that'd be peak cinema. That one little thought right there cost me an extra hour and a half of my life. And just so I don't have to fight these jungle mobs with a copper bow, I head into the Underground Crimson to snatch up the Undertaker. Hell yeah, brother. Boom, we got ourselves a gun. We then find the holy grail of early game chest finds. Dune Rider boots, oh my goodness. I then throw together the most abhorrent NPC town you've ever seen just so I can head into the jungle and look for a shotgun. I'm gonna need a shotgun in this here jungle, brother. And in our first chest, we get blessed with a cloud? What? Then we ingest the life crystal, bringing us up to 200 health. I maybe should not have ingested that because now a goblin army can show up whenever it wants. And I don't look like a man who can take on one of those. Luxor's gift shrine? Of course we grab... Then we managed to obtain our Luxor's gift after a few more deaths, and it's actually different than the last time I used it, which was, 2 updates ago. Just deliver me to it. I'm going to peel back all of my fingernails individually. Then we buy a whole bunch of musket balls to replenish small amounts of sanity, and now it's Thunderground Jungle montage time. Shotgun. Just half a regrowth. It's just so useless. It hurts. The amount of useless that really is tickles the soul in a very, very poor way. Oh, deliver me right to a fiberglass fishing pole. I've just been delivered so much stuff. This is the longest minecart track I think I've ever seen. And I didn't even fully explore this side of it. It goes on. Anklet. Feral claws. What the? What's even the point? What am I trying to do here? This was my first real playthrough of Calamity 2.1, and I didn't quite know what the new turrets did. What is that? Half of regrowth. I don't even want to grab it. What? Are you kidding me? What's the point in living? No man can live in these conditions. Feral claws. I have broken armor, and I take double damage. What is the point? I had so much energy in the beginning. I've had everything sucked out of me by the underground jungle. Oh, extractinator, that's actually huge. I had spent so much time opening chests in the underground jungle that I had lost all of the life until, of course, We got the thing. Oh, it's real, it's real, it's real. It's actually real. Oh, it's actually over. The slog is over. I then take some of my fossils and use my newly found extractinator to get myself a full set of fossil armor. Then I throw down a elevator, slam inside, get some copper, make a whole bunch of flash rounds. Oh my, what did they do? What did they do to the flash rounds? What did they do to my boy flash rounds, man? They were so good before. Well, now our hopes of shredding through the early game are completely shattered, so might as well take on the Desert Scourge, because why not? 175 damage? Well, there's no way we're beating that right now, so we're heading up into outer space to clip some harpy feathers. They just murdered the flash rounds, man. They're horrible now. We then kill enough harpies and get enough feathers to make a sand... Oh, no, we can't make a sandstorm. What? They changed it? It's post-Desert Scourge now? And now a goblin army's approaching. With the goblin army coming, we grab some lava and do the old sit and wait method, which always works. The balls, the balls, the balls! And after a deathless goblin army, we defeat it and find our stinker. Oh, let's go. We then purchase some rocket boots and a tinkerer's workshop before making ourselves an angry blizzard in a bottle and purchasing a mini shark from the arms dealer. Now it's boss time? What? No way. After that went so well, we bomb some demonite and do a small amount of duplicating. I haven't even beaten the first boss and it's already horror. Then make the shoes that 4 kids in Minnesota will love, which we turn into lightning boots. Then we purchase a little bit of buff potions. And take on the Desert Scourge one single year or more time. Now the Desert Scourge is not too hard once you have adequate gear and adequate buffs. You kind of just circle him. Try not to get hit by the projectiles that do almost 200 damage per hit. And you're good. There we go. First boss down in such a simple fashion. Do most of it. I'm gonna do the entire thing with the vanilla house bar. Holy. And with the vanilla health bar, we see that he has an egregious 14,000 health, but it doesn't matter because we breathe through him one more time. Piss, baby. Get out of my face. Okay, yeah. Flash rounds are dead. Now it's time to take on King Slime, and he shouldn't be too hard, right? Holy, that's a lot of health. And I was right, King Slime's not too bad. The boomstick absolutely shreds through his massive health bar and size, and yeah, it's Infernum King Slime. It's not hard at all. Yeah, okay. We're cooking with gas. Let me take him on again because we need that slimy saddle. Pogo stick is dead and we absolutely stomp on him with the boomstick. And we got the slimy saddle. We don't even have to farm him. Oh, and the crown jewel. Let's go. And now we can make a sandstorm in a bottle. Also a storm surge, which is actually really good. Then we make the mandatory magnoluminescence, and then we head up into the sky to get some of the most useless loot you could possibly think of before we finally get a shiny red balloon, which we turn into a sandstorm in a balloon. And now it's time to take on the Eye of Cthulhu, and yeah. 11k. Now, despite the 11,000 health the Eye has, it's just the Infernum Eye of Cthulhu. All you do is run and dodge small projectiles, and the Storm Surge makes quick work of him, and eventually he falls. Wow! Woohoo! Bang, okay. And after obtaining our delicious Shield of Cthulhu, it's time to head into the mushroom biomes, and after clearing out a decent enough space, it's time to take on the angry mushroom crab. I got degloved by a Crabby-Lon. This guy is evil! You cock. Things. This angry space crab has an egregious 21,000 health, and oh yeah, as much defense as he could possibly stack onto himself. So yeah, we got touched a few times. It's also 1 in the morning, so I'm not quite focusing that hard, but yeah, he falls pretty easily. There we go. I just had to actually walk in and focus a little bit instead of just Crabulon honors us with our first rage upgrade, and just to get a little bit ahead of game progression, I make a mushroom island on the surface before heading over to the Crimson to throw together an arena so we can take on that tentacle brain. First, we grab our Crimson effigy so we can get 15% extra damage, 10 defense at the cost of 10% of our max health, but who needs life when you have damage, am I right? Now, the Infernum Brain is a boss, alright. You kind of just run away, and that's about it. He's got about 22,000 health and does all of the damage in the world, but it's not too bad because we're the goats, and he's quick dead. Okay. Now it's time to farm Crabulon. Yes! Wow! Yo, what's up, Crabulon? What's good? I missed you. The bipolar damage is hurting my soul. I love how he goes into this phase at 9k health. He has less than 11 normally. I'm gonna kill myself! What does the mini shark do to him? Piss. That's what it does. Anytime he touches me, I'm just dead. With his 180 contact damage hits. Okay. Winning this fight without adrenaline is like trying to win the sprinting Olympics without knowing how to run. Oh my, what a dodge. And now I'm just dead. Oh my, what a dodge. I'm so dialed. Double Ripper. And I did piss damage with it. It's pretty rare. Oh, pretty please. The puff shrooms are gonna make me insert something up my rectal cavity. If it came down to it, I could no-hit him. Ah. Oh, I got it. Fungicide obtained. With our fungicide obtained, our confidence is at an all-time high, so it's time to take on the perforators with no further preparation. After barely making it to our arena, we have a fight ahead of us. We got double health perfs, double health worm 1, 2, and 3. So much health going on, so much damage, but I played this fight so many times that it's pretty easy for me now, and yeah, he's dead. Okay. Oh my! 6-minute fight. 12 hits. Zoinks, man. Now it's time to turn that Crimson Arena into a Corruption Arena because we're going to be fighting every boss in this playthrough. And yeah, we just take on the Hive Mind right away because there's a tumor there. And if you're wondering what that beep was, it's my heart rate monitor, which will hopefully be on for the rest of the playthrough. But anyway, Hive Mind. Got a lot of health. That's about all I can say about this fight. It's just a regular Hive Mind after that. And he's not too bad at all. Walk in. Bang, okay. Could you just give it a rest with the invasions and blood moons? Oh, I got the shade thrower. Sick. After beating Hive Mind, it's time to take on the Eater of Worlds because, well, the tumor was just right there, you know. I already explained it. Now, I'm ashamed to admit this, but the Eater of Worlds took me more attempts than the Perforators, Hive Mind, and Brain of Cthulhu combined. That means Eater of Worlds is top 1, and he's not even double health right now. That just proves how hard he is. No, please. I don't deserve it. Because the Eater of Worlds didn't want to become double health, I beat him twice in a row just to compensate. Hopefully you'll forgive me. I don't know, it's not my fault. How was that so much less stressful? Anyways, I beat him twice in a row. Just to, you know, double health. I gotta go get molten stuff. I need help. With our Hellforge collected, we get all the bars we could possibly want before heading up into the sky to collect some aerialite to get even more bars that we might use eventually. And we put them to use right away by making a full set of Aerospec armor, as well as an Aqua Shard shotgun. Then we torture an inhumane amount of pigs to get the exquisitely stuffed buff. I got my exquisitely stuffed buff, but I remember you, pig. Now he's just permanently stuck in a cage. I don't know what's worse. I'm gonna make a bundle of balloons because I didn't feel like feather farming at that moment. We got ourselves a Bob now. Bob will not be strapped onto me for very long, but let's just give a tribute to Defiled. Then we explode the sanctity of our jungle for very little gain to my personal health and spawn that queen bee in. No! Please! Oh yeah. After barely scraping into my arena, I have a long and painful fight ahead of me because I do not remember how to move with the bundle of balloons, but it's Queen Bee, so she doesn't do that much damage, and the Aqua Shard shotgun's just very good. Bob's actually throwing. Get this off me. Yes, we got the bee's knees, okay. And because we're not going through that again, we make some skyline wings and put Bob permanently in our vanity slot before getting railed by reforges. Love you, Calamity. Any day now! Holy! That means I can get party bullets if they're not nerfed into the floor, like every other bullet that got updated in this update. So the next thing we do, smash a bunch of pig granadas to get my party bullets, and they didn't get changed, so that's cool. It's time to throw together an arena that I might have to destroy in the future, but it's okay, because we head to the dungeon and tickle the old man and take on his accomplice, the giant bone man. 30,000 health Skeletron. 10k, 20k, 30k, 100k, doesn't really matter. It's Infernum Skeletron, we've all beat him 100 times. And with the Aqua Shard shotgun, he's just twice as easy as he normally is because it's just so good. The party flask might be broken. It works for all classes? What's even the need for party bullets? The guy just got touched. Less than 3 minutes and he has double health. Oh yeah, that was 247 with a hive pack on, so if you got like a craw, you just like shred him. Tell him to bring me my vanity. Bang. I do the exact thing I was talking about and get myself a craw, then of course I make an archer fish and head off to the snow biome to throw together a thick row of snow so I can take on the deer clops, which we beat first try. What am I doing? Now we take on deer clops for real, and we're actually trying this time. Go away! Wolfram drone! Anyway, full lock pick seal is a different beast and the same animal. Wait, I don't think I said it right. Anyway, deer clops takes quite a while to die because she has like 56,000 health, and the Aqua Shard shotgun does like 300 DPS, but it's fine because deer clops dies. I'm getting very comfortable with the circular motion. Okay, very good fight. A little prolonged. Yeah, 420. It's time to head down into the dungeon. And who really wants to see dungeon? Nobody. I got Necro armor now. That's all you need to know. And with our newly acquired Necro Dripicini, that's a word of all time. We take our archer fish and we firmly press it into the slime gods, and it absolutely tears through them. I should have been using this for deer clops. It would have made my kill time like in half because the archer fish does like bubble things and makes things die really easily. Man, we're just baby stepping it. Let's go. Boom. After consuming my adrenaline upgrade, I head over to make a gung shot, which is good, I think. Cause right, I feel like up till post Moonlord, I should be able to breeze through the game, but as soon as post Moonlord hits, bosses start doing 400 damage per hit, which is 800 now, which means I'm boned, I'm dead, and I'm gonna have a awful time. So looking forward to that. Future post Moonlord beatings aside, I grab myself a vital crystal for some survivability, then it's off to hell to dig out a wall of flesh arena.
1 hour later.
We made it. And after hollowing out my wall of flesh arena, I lay some platforms down, then head up to make some meteor shots, and now it's time to take on the meat wall, and it's like 1 in the morning at this point. It's so cool. What? And that worked out really well, so I laid down a wooden platform so I don't fall through anymore. And after that didn't work out, I expanded my arena. Yay! Now it's time for Baby Rage montage fit with Wall of Flesh at 2 in the morning. Oh! Well, 3%. Freak, man! The leech, man! The leech! Are gonna make me shoot myself! Like, leech! No! The leech. I got so desperate, I made Statagel armor. I haven't made this in so long. At this point, it's been about a half hour or 45 minutes fighting the Wall of Flesh, a pre-hard mode boss. I'm losing my mind right now. This fight is atrocious. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, call me Captain Insano because I love playing the same fight over and over again. I save my adrenaline for when I pop out all the eyes and burst them down with the archer fish, and eventually it works out. No! Please? Oh! And now we're in hard mode. That means the game's easy now, right? Yeah, when I dream at night. Instantly grab myself a ranger emblem for that juicy 15% damage. Thank you. Okay, what's the hard mode ranged weapon of choice? Thermocline blaster. Uzi. The best thing to do would be to head to the jungle and instantly start farming for an Uzi. And I get myself a turtle shell almost instantly, and then I get myself a giant tortoise shell, and of course... After that slight little mowing session, we got ourselves all the palladium we need to make a full set of armor. Okay, now we have slightly more living capabilities. And after about 10 minutes of farming, I gave up and headed into the dungeon, and I had to search 7 chests to get 1 handgun, which I turned into a phoenix blaster. And after a small amount of essence farming, I get myself a thermocline blaster. Then I head to the Crimson to get some ichor to make a whole bunch of ichor bullets, and now it's time to fight the Queen Slime. And my DPS is very good for early hard mode, so this fight's not much different than normal, and I don't get hit much during this fight because you just kind of stand still the whole time, and it's pretty easy. Then I do some mimic farming, and it goes about as well as mimic farming can go. There's a flying knife after me. Right. Are we serious right now? Yes! That oh so ecstatic reaction you just heard was me getting a Daedalus Stormbolt, which will hopefully help me take out the next boss, which is the Dread Nautilus, and the only reason I fight this boss is for completion's sake. He drops nothing. And after that attempt, I realized the Daedalus Stormbolt blows, so we're using the Thermocline Blaster. What? I didn't get hit the entire fight, I just insta-died. 300 damage. And because I don't do much damage, I headed back to the jungle to try to farm for the Uzi, and after 40 seconds of oh so backbreaking farming, I just used up all my RNG for the rest of history. And now with the Uzi in our hands, it's time to absolutely demolish this boss. And the reason he's so hard is because I don't play this boss on tier ever, and especially not double damage. And so after I learned his attack patterns, he wasn't too bad. It gets harder. Oh, let's go. Get away from me, wandering eye fish. Arena building time. I just give up. With my hard mode arena build, I can move on to more important things, like pixie farming. Unicorn on a stick. And after a sufficient amount of pixie farming, we got ourselves a pair of fairy wings. Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna keep that in the slot. Any desperation phase, the unicorn on a stick is coming out. Manliest man of all time. Okay. It's cryogen time, ladies and gentlemen, and he comes in with an abysmal 153,000 health. I've done enough damage to kill him. He takes pride in how long his fight is. Please. No! That. If only I could have got, I don't know, another adrenaline at one point. Adrenalines aside, this fight is extra long this time around with him having double health, and luckily my damage is pretty good, so I didn't lose my mind too much while fighting him. Scoob! Zoinks! Yeah! Almost a 5-minute fight and I got 3 adrenalines. Holy. And after 15 minutes of spine-breaking farming, we get ourselves a pair of Terra Spark boots. Okay, this is gonna suck. The twins are by far the hardest mechanical boss in Infernum, and I thought during this challenge they would be like insanely hard, but I don't know, there's something in my fingers, man. I just locked in so incredibly hard, and the Uzi is just so good. Everyone should get themselves an Uzi. And yeah, they fell. First try, by the way. What? I'm insane! What? Dude, but what? Everything does so much damage. It's not fair. After that, we take our anger out on some small clams so we can get ourselves a deep diver. Calamity Dams! New reforged mechanics aside, it's time to take on the double health, double damage destroyer. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at that damage. Look at how much damage he does to me. Ouch. What? I got probed. Chances of that. Okay, this is gonna suck. The constant probes, bombs, and voring of the head. Ah! Dude! Hey, the lightning made me be able to see. Like, the last phase just lasts so long because he has so much health. What? Ah! This is brutal. I don't even know what I just got. Raped? Possibly? I have to pay attention to the minimap, I have to pay attention to probes, I have to pay attention to bombs, I have to pay attention to lasers. How has that just tickled me? What? And after enough yelling, I do eventually stop sucking at the game. My throat. I don't know why I yell at pixelated worms, but honestly, how can you not? This guy has 215,000 health and does over 300 damage with every hit, and it's just clutter everywhere on my screen. Please, no more bombs. He bombed. Yeah! Give me my loot sack. I am omnipotent! Still think Wall of Flesh was harder. I have no idea why I said that. I must have been smoking crack. Anyway. And just one more for the road. And with all that Home Depot shopping out of the way, we got ourselves a full set of Daedalus armor now, as well as an ornate shield and an adamantite particle accelerator. Why is it always raining? What is this infinite rain glitch in Calamity? Then I made the smart decision of eating an odd mushroom. Tripping balls. With that out of our system, it's time to head over to the Sunken Sea to fashion up an arena for, you guessed it, the Aquatic Scourge. You probably didn't guess, I just can't think of anything else to say. 307,000 health. What? Hold up. Ring ding 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 ding. I gotta do another cycle. What? Yep. Yep. Wow! 2 hits! Yeah, man, I completely understand. You're fighting a boss with over 300,000 health and you haven't even beaten all the mechs. But it's kind of fine because the adamantite particle accelerator shreds through this worm's body. And yeah, he's pretty easy. Side-eye. Come down here. Yeah. Where's his loot sack? Why is his loot sack falling from the sky? Loot sacks aside, I disembowel the acid rain event. Then I make myself a mega shark, and now it's time to fight the most underwhelming boss that could ever exist. You always fight him last, and he's always just as underwhelming as the first time you fought him. You just kind of spin cycle him and slightly move. I'm gonna die to Skeletron Prime. Yeah! Today done. I'm not looking forward to that fight. Now it's time to build an arena for the Brimstone Elemental with slight interruptions. Oh no. Sigma. No. 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 Why are you back? Interrupting Sig, move out of the way. It's time to take on the Brimstone Elemental. No! Anyway, I make myself a pickaxe axe and it's time for another, A solar eclipse is happening. Oh, I got a bat hook. Let's go. Then I make myself a chlorophyte shot bow as well as the stalker's quiver, and now it's Brimmy time again. I don't have knockback immunity anymore! Like, after grabbing my giant tortoise shell so I no longer get juggled by every single attack, this fight's not too bad. It's more long than anything. The chlorophyte shotbow and mega shark do not make fast work of the brimstone elemental at all. Would recommend anything else. Please, projectile vomit. Oh, yeah. I just remembered I have to beat Cow Clone. I can barely do Cow Clone on tier, let alone double HP double damage. I then make myself a chlorophyte sack before I experience every negative emotion you could possibly feel while fighting Cow Clone. Ow. What am I doing? I don't like this fight if you couldn't tell. I'm just dead. Like, you're gonna take my worst fight, make it longer and harder. Bro, I'm being hacked! Please! No! My health just evaporates instantly. What am I doing? I'm bringing it out early. This fight is cancer. What? Why am I off my arena? I must have done something in a past life for this hex to just never leave me alone! Time. Whoa! I'm just dead. Like, what's the point? There's just not even a point in playing the game anymore. Like, what's the point? I don't have any healing potions. I would have won that. That's a lie. I'd never win. But I could have won that. No! Why? Oh, every single boss, man. What? I just don't know what to do. I've never been more miserable. It's a lie, but I'll play it up. I died to Cow Clone with her having less than 5% health more times than I can count, and I was getting so annoyed at this point. This boss is so hard, the most difficult boss I've had to face so far, and the Mega Shark with chlorophyte bullets just wasn't cutting it, but it's the best thing I could find at this point in the game, and this took so long. Yeah! After not reacting at all to beating Cow Clone, we bust open our jungle in preparation of taking on our favorite leafy plant that has 320,000 health. Oh! Whoa! Dude! Wait, what? Oh my, she left! And her leaving made us very angry because something happens in my fingers and I just lock in. Plantera's really not that hard. I'm pretty good at her. I don't get hit much, so it's just an extra long Plantera fight. Oh, die, plant woman, die. Yes! And now we're able to craft our remaining life fruit, as well as a sanguine tangerine. We also snag up an auto hammer, and with it, get ourselves a delicious set of shroomite armor, as well as an Erides 41, which is actually insane. Wait, wouldn't this just be broken with purity? I must have been thinking right, because at the time, Great Beer was absolutely broken with purity. And then snag up some Dryad's Tears and do a slight DPS test. Oh my! Then we made an absolute brain. Uh-oh. What? I don't know why I was at all surprised I died to the Empress of Light, but anyway, post-Plantera dungeon time, and nobody cares to see that. I got myself an Asgard's Valor and a Deadshot Brooch now. Then I throw together a quick arena at the Sink Sea, and now it's time to take on Anahita. And the Erides makes such smooth work of Anahita. I don't know why more people don't use this in their Ranger playthroughs. This thing is so good. Like, I actually have one of the best builds. They're so good. They just kind of died. From Anahita, I got a fish gun, which is good. And one 15-minute arena building and decryption session later, it's time to take on Astrum Aureus. And the Erides makes even shorter work of this guy. It takes his tiny space crab body and turns it into a pile of mush that I spit on. Anyway, don't despawn, Mr. Aureus. Ah! Now it's time to enter the Greasy Golem Temple. Why are you bothering me now? I'm just trying to do my double all stat Infernum run. Wait, did you say double? You doubled my health? Oh man, you shouldn't have done that. Anyway, let's go. Okay. Despite Golem having 1.7 million health instead of 800,000, he's really not that bad. He spends most of the fight in his first phase, and once we get to the second phase, it's just regular double health, and it's Golem, so it's not that hard. Oh, I'm gonna die. Holy Golem fight! I mean, 14 hits is pretty good for a 10-minute fight duration. You know what time it is now. And this is where we start full damage armor mixing. We get ourselves a Shroomite helmet, breast, and hydrothermic legs, and we also make a Hellstorm. Now it's time to farm Golem, and yeah, I'm gonna be farming him on 1x health because I'm not going through 1.7 million health every single time, multiple times. Oops. There you go, now you're gone. Don't die. Wall. Okay, after all that farming, I got myself 2 Eye of the Golems, which I make a sniper scope with, and I also make a celestial shell, as well as a Hadal mantle. After one jungle farming session and decryption session, I'm able to summon up the plague of bringing Goliath. I'm about to get whooped. Really? 417 damage. Ah! Taking my homing fire bullets are the way to go. Wow! I don't know how I get hit by the Mickey Mouse version of all the attack. Oh, 1,000. Okay, what do I do there? Add light, because that'll really help you dodge the nuke exploding in your arena. Somebody scream! No! No, don't do it to me, Plaguebreaker. What? Why? I have no chance unless I can get adrenaline. Fly up. Oh my, how do you dodge it? Well, because this is the winning attempt, I can tell you exactly how you dodge it. You get yourself a potion of return, and when the nuke's about to go off, you sip that and then teleport back, and you're good. This is probably one of the most difficult fights so far, but the Hellstorm makes it pretty manageable. Bro, thank goodness for the return potion, man. I know I changed it, but I don't care. After you beat the Plaguebringer, the range class becomes absolutely insane, so there's lots of grinding to do now. First thing I do is make a Blight Spear, then I head down to Hell to farm the Wall of Flesh so I can make myself a Plague-Tainted SMG. Then I get myself a full set of Reaper armor before heading back to the temple to farm Golem one more time so I can get myself a Recon Scope. Then I start up an Old One's army for some of those Defender medals, and I get all the way to wave 7 and Betsy spawns, and Betsy's taken out very quickly. But I actually want some weapons from Betsy, so I summon her up again, and I have to beat her 3 times in order for me to get the Aerial Bane, which is actually pretty good in Calamity. I then snag up a Red Riding dress and some legs for some peak future armor mixing. Now it's time to take on the Duke of Fishes, and of course we beat him first. That minor hiccup out of the way, we know not to use the Aerial Bane anymore and instead stick with the Blight Spear, which turns him into a poisoned fish fillet in a matter of seconds. This thing is actually insane for the tier it's at. Yeah. I don't know. The Aerial Bane's good, but not against the freak of Deep Fish on. Oh. And 20 minutes later, we get ourselves a pair of Hadarian wings. And when the Hadarian wings come out, you know what time it is. It's Empress of Light time. And we're going to be fighting Daytime Empress for some reason. Okay, let's just take Daytime Empress off the table. And after about 2 attempts of Daytime Empress, I realized how stupid it was. After switching to Nighttime Empress, my fingers did that thing where they tingle and I just lock in so incredibly hard. This is one of my best bosses, so it's no surprise that I only died once to Nighttime Empress, and yeah, I only got hit like 3 times during this fight. Oh, I'm just so much better. Just so much better. 5 hits. Ugh. Now it's time for Ravager, and just take a look at that Aerial Bane DPS. Take my nostril off my face. I mean, this just shreds all his limbs. Yo. Oh! Superman, is that you? What? Ah! No! Why? Why did they remove that you can destroy the head? And yeah, Ravager's definitely one of the tougher bosses so far, and I'm gonna keep this first part in because just look at the aerial being shred all of his limbs. It's actually unreal. But once you take out all of his limbs, he does not like that, and he freaks out, and you can't dodge anything, you can't hit him, and you can't destroy his head anymore for some reason. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Oh, that took way too many attempts. Ravager gives us our second rage upgrade, and you know, once you get that second rage upgrade, it's cultist time. Woo! Can I kill them through the floor? I can. Hopefully nobody saw that, right? Right? Anyway, cultist, blight spewer. He dies in a matter of seconds. I don't know how he managed to kill me. They died. And I'm already getting diddled. Oh, the lunatic cultist is so hard. You died to him, you absolute buffoon. With 3 pillars defeated, it's time to head into the sand dimension. Woo! Argus! We then head over to Argus for a nice, easy experience. Ow! Ow! How did the meteor... What killed me? No! Whoa. What? Argus is one of my favorite Infernum bosses, but not when he has double health and does double damage. This guy's an absolute menace. But the Plague Tainted SMG does do lots of damage, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Whoa. Holy man. Glassmaker. Yes! With the Glassmaker in our grubby little hands, it's time to take on Astrum Deuce, and hopefully it's an easy experience. Yeah, right. This thing sucks. His fingernails, man. Like, I just don't understand. There's projectiles falling while he's dashing at me and also releasing projectiles. This boss just isn't designed well. It's not a good boss. I'm just torching his bare skin with it. Like, what is with the projectiles falling? What? 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 Holy projectile spam, man. This guy sucks. Oh my! I wish there was an audio cue or a telegraph to let you know when he's going to rain down meteors that do 300 damage from above. As you can tell, Astrum Deus is one of my favorite bosses, and him being double health and doing double the damage does not help at all. I'm gonna pay so much attention this attempt. And I stuck to my word because I got 2 adrenalines in 1 attempt. Prior to that, I hadn't even gotten 1 adrenaline. By the way, Glassmaker, insane. Told you I'm paying so much attention this attempt. Why does boss checklist not work for worm bosses? I don't get it. I then head over to my final pillar and take it out before wayfindering to my arena and waiting for the Moonlord to spawn. And in this moment, in my head, I was thinking, just don't first try this boss. I had no idea what was in store. There really was no point in making a death montage, so I just made a time lapse of the entire time I fought the Moonlord. I went through probably every negative emotion you could experience while listening to this the entire time. It got to a point where my brain was just mush, so I started putting on monoliths to try to stimulate my brain a little bit so I wasn't just autopiloting through the whole fight, but it never really helped. When you play a boss for over 2.5 hours, and especially at this caliber of boss, it really gets to you. Oh, that's just so free if I don't get Lomsong, Lom Dondo. This is without a doubt the hardest boss I've fought so far, and it might even be the hardest fight of the entire playthrough, but I won't spoil anything, you'll have to watch and see. He's so difficult because if I get hit twice within a short duration of each other, I just die. He does so much damage that I just die. And so it's no surprise that it took me almost 70 attempts to beat him. Yes! Oh my. Oh, that is so brutal. Sit back and look at that. This is only the beginning of endless suffering to come. Now that we've defeated the Moon Lord, there really isn't much you unlock for the range class, so I made a pair of vortex boots as well as a planetary annihilation, and it's a pretty funny weapon. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. Then I make a Dawnlight Spirit Origin, which gives your enemies a target, and if you hit that target, you do extra crit damage. Get away from me, freak. Then I make a pair of Solar Wings, and Planetary Annihilation plus Dawnlight Spirit Origin might be slightly broken. Yeah. And now we're finally in the point of progression where we're able to build a house. Yep. Cool. Now it's time to head over to the jungle to take on Dragon Folly. See how hard the folly of dragons is. Wait, oh! With that slight mishap out of the way, we're able to absolutely disintegrate the Dragon Folly. This combo I have found is insane. If you take a little peek at my DPS, it's peaking at like 20k. And that's an absurd number for post Moon Lord. I'll take that any single day of the week. Give me my loot sack. From Dragon Folly, we get another Rage upgrade, as well as some Dynamo cells, and of course, reforging it is just awesome. Alrighty then. Then I got really bored and spent 45 minutes expanding my arena just because I wanted to. Then I headed down to Hell to collect some essence, and then headed over to the right side of Hell to take on the Profane Guardians just one time. And now back on stream, it's time to lock in to the Profane Guardians. Oof. Okay. Oh, it's like mid-human all over again. Wow! He's throwing rocks at me. I don't know who does more damage, me or them. Oh my, look at his health go down. Oh my. I'm so bad. I'm so terrible. I love being entered. What am I? 500? Yay! Perish! Perish! No! No! Despite how many times I die, this fight's not too bad. Since I do so much damage, it's pretty much regular length Profane Guardians, except for they do an absurd amount of damage with every hit. As you can see, I'm 1 HP literally the entire fight, but it's fine. Oh my. This thing is unimaginably strong. Sigma? Sigma, is that you? Sigma, it's you. Oh, buddy, what are you doing in the floor, man? Okay, see you later. Time for the big bad. I thought this fight was gonna be a lot harder. I was actually very scared of fighting Providence pretty much the entire playthrough, but this is definitely my best boss considering I've no-hit her before, so it's no surprise that in one attempt, I absolutely tear through her with the best post-Moon Lord weapon. One cycle is actually crazy. Bro. Hello, Mr. Dog. I'm Mr. Dog. This is my show. 343 double health. Now, I'm gonna stay in Providence's den because I'm gonna take on Nighttime Providence. And no, I'm not taking on double stat Nighttime Providence. You can shame me all you want. I'm fighting regular Nighttime Prov. Oh no. Why? Oh. Yeah! Oh, there it is. Why is it there? I don't know. Purity obtained post-prop. Now, if you don't know what the purity is, basically it gets rid of your crit, but you get 1.4 times damage and 40% extra attack speed. And Purity Ranger's probably the best combo in the game. Anyway, it's my favorite time now. Then I make a Tarragon chestplate because it has similar value to the Red Riding Dress, but it has extra survivability. Now it's time to get farmed by a Stormweaver. I'm 1 HP! He actually just tickled me 2 times, and I got insta-killed. Oh, 400 damage. 3.14. He pied me. Uh-oh. How am I losing to Stormweaver? In the big 2-6. What am I doing? Wow! Dude, I'm gonna... Ah! Whoa! Oh, my Stormweaver's taking me more attempts than Nighttime Providence! Goodness, dog! I forgot to mention this before, but I switched my weapon to the Celebration MK2 because it rips through Stormweaver, and I still had an insanely hard fight because this guy does so much damage to my tiny little body. Jinkies! Yay! Holy, that guy does a lot of damage. And remember that guy we kept seeing floating around hell? Well, it's finally time to take on him. All of my health and damage. So I'm just not even hitting him. What's the point of this thing? Oh, they rain fire on the cursor. Yeah, I'm not aiming at Cygnus. No chance. The Storm Dragoon. It's not in the game anymore? They took out my boy? How can they do that to my boy? My boy Storm Dragoon. And he just enters me every time he does that attack. You know what? Let's go Purity Gaming now. As you can see with the Purity on, our attack speed is so much better. We have similar DPS, but that's because I haven't changed to Menacing yet. Purity Gaming has arrived. Then I make a Spiker to hopefully do more damage to this atrocity before taking him on again. Wow. Wait, I didn't have the right helmet on with the Spiker. Hold up. 15% increased damage, which is really more like a lot more than that. Whoa! Oh, yeah! Oh! How did that... Ah! He just tickles me and my health evaporate! Freeze! Ah! No! Every single boss, man. Screen wasn't dark enough yet. I hate this slimy sound. Bring back Pogo Stick. Unnerf Pogo Stick. Nerfed into the floor, Pogo Sticks aside. This guy is actually so much harder with double stats. It's insane. Plus, I was also playing really bad. Like, I could not figure out the timing of his screen dimming, and it was just really frustrating me. But the Spiker actually does a decent job at taking him out. Oh, get Sigma, dominate Sigma. You see that dodge at the end? I didn't even have to touch my keyboard to dodge that. Ooh. Purity Gaming. Then we head over to the dungeon to take on Ceaseless Void, aka everyone's favorite post-Moonlord boss. And of course we have to clean all the feces out of his room because he's nothing but a pathetic floor baby. Anyways, now we actually get to fight him, and I can't beat the first attack. Yo. Like... Nobody's died at that attack before. I'm probably the first person. Then I make myself a Cleric Cannon because in my last Ranger playthrough, it was really good. But what did they do to it? What did they do to my boy? What did they do to my boy, man? What did they... No! No, 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 get this away. What did they do to my boy, man? That's my guy, man. That's my guy. So I make an Arterial Assault instead, but it's just not the same. Okay, yeah. Then I took out Stormweaver one more time and got myself the Storm. This thing's honestly unreal, and I'm pretty sure it's been nerfed since this video came out, because it could actually shred all the way through Yaron. So of course with this broken weapon, we beat him first try, right? Had my microphone muted this entire time. And now that my microphone's on, my fingers did that thing where they just lock in. Not really. I've just been fighting him for so long that I got lucky enough to win. This is definitely the hardest Sentinel by far. If Bam add the Mayo can drop 83, I can beat this fight. Yeah, Bam dropping 83, that just shows how old this footage is. But hey, I was right. I can win this fight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, don't lose the DSP again. Ah! You know what, I'm honestly glad I didn't win the first time because I had a muted microphone. Then I do some farming in the post-Moonlord dungeon to grab up some of that juicy necroplasm, and eventually Poltergeist spawns and I get whooped. But after constructing an arena and grabbing a Brimstone Crescent staff, it's time to slog through another post-Moonlord boss. She's getting soaked. 416! 450 this time. Wow! Oh, my health. Oh, my health. Now she's gonna dash at me. Yeah, dash into me, I meant to say. Zoinks! Oh, my small body. She's gonna die right here. I'm gonna die right here. I love just seeing half of my health being eviscerated when I get tickled by the first projectile I see. Whoa! Even though I lost my mind just a little bit, this fight actually isn't too terrible. I have a lot of experience with slogging through Poltergeist fights, mid-human, and yeah, I think I no-hit the desperation phase or one hit, so yeah, I'm pretty good. Yes! Okay! Come on! And we aura farmed with the unicorn. Then I take care of the giant clam real quick. Woo-haya mamacita. And with the pearly drops, I make a pearl god. Then I head back to the Sink Sea to make an even bigger arena before heading into the abyss to snag up a bobbit hook. Bobbit hook, there we go. Old dingus time. And this boss is probably worse than you would expect. Even though you expect it to be really bad. Oh, the sharks! Oh. Oh, he just entered me. Oh, and it has lifesteal. Okay, yeah, no, I'm using Pearl God 100%. I don't know why an old head fish barks at you and supersonic flies through the air. A grandpa fish barks at you, flies 100 miles an hour through the air, and shoots giant tornadoes and fish. Then I make some blood flare leggings because armor mixing good. Also, I've had my red dress on since Cygnus. Armor mixing for the win. Oh, why are they homing fish? That's way too many dashes for a fish. What is that? What did he just do? He just spit out a whole bunch of stuff. Oh. Dude! How? I don't understand dashes in this game. Why that? I mean, you're mid-dash. Crackhead fish. I love how he just stands there. He dashes inside of you, and then he just stands there. Oh! Buffed old Duke, man. Why? Wow! I clicked my dash button. Oh! Dude! This guy keeps delaying his last dash and just inserting himself into me every single time. I didn't even see him! He was just inside of me. I didn't even hear it! He didn't bark. What? This guy can't be a real fish, man. There's no way. Like, why did he bark 4 times and he just didn't die? This guy's definitely the second hardest boss I've fought so far, right behind Moonlord, but he could be number 1 if I didn't have such a good weapon. Also, he was making me lose my mind a lot because I really wanted to get off, but I needed to beat him before I got off because I'm just like that. Yeah! Wow! Oh my 75k! I didn't expect him to die, so my reaction was just delayed. And before I end this stream, I wanted to give Dog just one attempt, and it went really bad. 1,030 damage, there's no way we live that. And you know I had to get one more attempt in with the Storm just to try it out, and it absolutely tears through him. And the next day when I started streaming, I played with my microphone a little bit, so if it's a little quiet, I apologize. What? I can't see. I ran out of flight. You need a better weapon, better armor, better accessories. No, I think I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna first try double HP, double health, Infernum, Devourer of Gods. It's just no chance. I'm in the ceiling. Then some guy came in my chat and asked the greatest question of all time. Vanilla Terraria was the best weapon to use to kill all the bosses. Like, what do I even say to that? No! You are no god. Why is there a zombie? Like, if I get hit by his head once, I'm just dead. Oh my... 1,000 damage. Despite his head actually one-shotting me, he's actually not too bad because the Devourer of Gods in Infernum, once you beat him once, he's pretty easy. And the Storm is so good at ripping through all of his segments that I can pretty much beat him in a normal time. Don't worm me! Oh, I hate being wormed. Yes! Oh, you will be destroyed, you. You did it, little buddy. You're in the end game now. Can't believe you made it this far. Almost brings a tear to a grown man's eye. Go, little buddy, go. I feel like a proud dad right now. Poor little man's been through so much. Okay, post-dog gaming time. Open bag. What do we get? This? Oh! Hold the phone. You can't just do that and expect me to react normally. Now what? Oh. Okay. Oh no, I get it. Oh, event farming. The first event we do is the solar eclipse, of course, so we can get some dark sun fragments. Then we summon up the pumpkin moon to collect some of that nightmare fuel so we can fuel this nightmare of a playthrough. And lastly, we take on the frost moon so we can get some of that endothermic energy. And once we have all those things, we can get some Ascendant Spirit Essence and make an Asgardian Aegis as well as some Silver Wings. What do they call it now? Planebreaker's Pouch, like... Then we make what should be an Elemental Quiver as well as a Sponge and a full set of Godslayer armor, some Godslayer slugs, and an Onyxia. Yes, we beat the Moonlord! After I beat the Moonlord, I can make an SD FMG, and now we head over to the regular guide to get a whole bunch of great beers so we can try out that great beer purity combo I talked about earlier. Full Homing, by the way. Oh, it's just a no-diff Onyxia, man. Then we farm Dog for some reforging money because in this new Calamity update, there is never a time where you aren't broke, so we're gonna need some money. And now it's time to take on the boss I have been the most terrified of fighting this entire playthrough. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, he's enraged! Oh. Oh. That was horrendous. Dude! Why are you enraged? Whoa! How do you do 600 damage with Adrenaline DR? meant to do? I'm pinned. And honestly, Yaron was not as bad as I thought. He still does like 700 damage with each hit, but with the Sponge, the Nebulous Core, I have decent survivability, and the Onyxia plus Godslayer Slugs plus Great Beer rips through him. It doesn't even feel like he has double health. Oh yeah. We have so much aura right now. Oh, Yaron's getting aura farmed so hard. Look at this stupid dragon. Oh my goodness. That is the most aura... Excuse me? That's the most aura you've ever seen. I don't even have to look. I know I won. Oh my goodness, you've never seen more aura. Oh, fluked that so hard. I'm the best. With the defeat of Yaron, so many things are unlocked. Okay. Oh, we didn't get a chicken cannon. Honestly, not as bad as I thought. Now this next boss, just kidding, it's not the next boss. The next boss is Jared. Oh, the next boss is Jared. You can't even be surprised what time it is now. Now with all the Auric bars in the world, we grab ourselves a full set of Auric Tesla armor. So jacked now. How am I playing on Infernum? T-mod loader, and then I download the Calamity Infernum mod, then I make a world, and then I change it to Infernum. Sacred Strawberry, actually remembering. I then spend the next 20 minutes making a whole bunch of Auric tier weapons, but they low-key all blow, so I'm just gonna use the Onyxia, because it's just way superior. Also, we're fighting Jared now, if you couldn't see. I died. 700 Oh, if any of his projectiles touch me, I insta-die. Jared! Oh, Jared. Why am I just permanently dying? Oh, Mr. Jared. What percent was that? 30. Okay. 709? Oh. Okay. 17. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Why am I losing life? What is wrong with me in the head? It's just such a long, drawn-out fight. Oh, 52k! No! No! Like, I'm just constantly draining out. What? No! Ah! I then spent a little time off stream grinding for a Reaper Tooth necklace because I still had a post Wall of Flesh Ranger emblem on. 2%. What the? This is definitely one of the toughest fights so far, considering almost every one of his attacks one-shots you, even with full Auric Tesla armor, so I did end up switching back to my damage max armor mixing build, and I was able to burst him down with adrenaline, so this fight wasn't too prolonged, but it still was very much so prolonged and hard. Oh, I actually did it. Yo! Save adrenaline. All the loot in the game. The Primordial Worm drops us the Halibut Cannon, also known as Broken Fish Cannon. Killing Jared took so long that I was able to fully make my code breaker. Oh, damn. Bop. Butter. Pop boom. Ow. Oh. No. Let's give it an attempt to Rooney. Okay. 973. And for some reason I wanted to make this playthrough as hard as possible, so we're going to be doing the hardest possible combo with Ares DSP, which is the hardest Desperation Fates by far. Also, I made an amalgam that I will be toggling with the Nebulous Core, because we're going full tryhard right now. One shot. Really? Oh my! Not this again! And I have no play. Ah, yeah! I don't know, there's something about my arena restrictions that's just making my brain geek out and not playing properly. Santa! Everything one-shots me. Bro, I cannot see the projectiles due to the halibut purity thing noncing up my screen, man. No! Oh. What? No! I'm dead, I just can't. Oh, the feeling. The lag machine strikes again. Hey, calm down, halibut cannon. I know you enjoy lagging computers, but not mine. No, I won't let it. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm just pressing buttons. Ah! I had a dodge. I have a dodge. Oh, what am I doing? Oh! Pirate invasion. How fun. I have to be in the perfect position for every single attack or I just lose. No! Oh, my heart, man. No! So locked right now. What am I doing? Wait, I didn't have a dodge? Oh, it was milliseconds to a dodge. Die, Feta! Die, Feta! Oh! 4! What is the point of that attack? Hey, I'm gonna laser you out of existence. Okay, cool. Die, Fena! Die, Fena! Die, Fena! Die! 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 What? My heart rate got so high that my heart rate monitor beeped at me, so I'm gonna go play Geometry Dash for a little bit to calm down because that's such a less stressful game. Please, Thanatos. Oh, she actually died. I just threw incredibly hard. So hard, in fact. I might even end stream. Okay. 2%, man. What is wrong with me? They were literally transitioning into death. Everyone who's good at this game says they suck. Because they know they could be playing better. Switch! I wanted to switch to my amalgam! This fight may have not taken me as many attempts as the Moonlord, but this definitely takes the crown for the hardest fight of the playthrough. It might even be twice as hard as the Moonlord, because during this fight, I was full focus the entire time, and I had a broken combo being the Halibut Cannon plus Great Beer, and I was still just getting whooped for 3 hours, because I have to play perfect or I just die. There's just no point in even playing. Stop homing on to Ares. I had to keep toggling between my amalgam, which gives me a dodge, and my nebulous core, which lets me survive an attack that would kill me, or I just get one shot. Every attack does 600 damage, and I have 660 health. Not even close. Oh, I gotta get my loot sack. I don't even want the loot sack. I'm never making a medium world again. I just beat the Exo Mechs and you're selling me Cargoed Summon, the painting. Might as well buy it, man. With the defeat of the Exo Mechs, I snag up a Draydon Forge as well as a Miracle Matter, then turn that into a Magnomaly Cannon, which at the time of recording this was unreasonably broken, combined with Great Beer. Then I make a Celestis, and I know it's not a ranged weapon, but I'm not dealing with a double health Sepulcher in this playthrough, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm not using Draydon Sword. That's how I feel about Draydon Sword. And after making an altar of the Accursed, it's time to take on the final boss of this putrid playthrough, being Supreme Witch Calamitous. Also, I swapped my Purity out for a Dawnlight Spirit Origin, because anytime I hit Escal, I'll be hitting the target, so I'll just be doing so much more damage than I will with Purity. And one last thing, I have to no-hit the Desperation phase, or the attempt does not count. And I think I might be slightly too good, because on my first attempt, I made it to DSP. I lost. Okay. Bro, this was meant to take a little bit. Kinda glad I didn't just first try. So now. I was just so backwards because of how I started the fight. Dude, die! Bro, I got RNG blocked. RNG me this time. What am I doing? Sorry for the anticlimactic final boss, but I'm just way too good at Supreme Witch Calamitous. I didn't even allow myself to use any rippers like Rage or Adrenaline because the Magnomaly Cannon just did way too much damage. And even with having to no-hit the Desperation phase, this still only took me like 7 attempts, so I'm sorry. Just enjoy the music and the dodging. Dude! Oh, anticlimactic, but it's done. Ore farm complete. Loot sack obtained. Why couldn't I have won on the attempt where I got hit one time? Oh, thank you for that, Eye. Well, I guess that brings an end to this playthrough. This is definitely one of my harder playthroughs for sure, at least top 3, and if you did enjoy it, some support would be nice. I love making these videos, and again, I'm really sorry this one took so long to come out, but my next video should be soon after this one, because it's already half edited, and I guess that's it. See ya.